I'm Drea.
I'm Meg.
I'm Tina.
And I'm Jess.
And this is Pardon My Stash. Welcome to Pardon My Stash, a podcast about crafting the fiber arts and how awesome it is.
Yeah.
Woo!
Before we dive in today, let's talk about what we're working on. Drea.
I am working on a happy turtle.
A happy little turtle. I think I see a happy little bunny over there too.
Yes, I finished a bunny.
That's real cute.
Since we last got together. This is it's a Jellycat style bunny crochet by Poffick Stitch House.
You know what's so funny? I was looking at that bunny and I'm like, something familiar about that. But our daughter's favorite toy is a Jellycat bunny. Mm-hmm. And I just realized, it looks just like Bunny.
Like Bunny.
Yeah.
He looks like Bunny. Very cute.
Yes, I made this for my friend who just had a baby.
Aw, that's super cute.
I have not given it to her yet, but I will.
But tell us about the turtle.
The
Because
turtle-
the turtle is the project.
I am very excited about the
progress.
turtle. Like, look at his little
Oh,
face.
he's got really good eyes.
He does have good eyes. Look at that.
Very nice.
He got all his
It's
parts.
very cute.
Legit.
This is the happy turtle pattern.
Oh, I thought you just meant he was happy. Like, I
No.
didn't realize it was a happy turtle pattern.
It's called the
dope.
happy turtle.
That's so cute.
It's the happy turtle pattern by Happy Turtle Crochet.
I love it.
I do too. And bunny, turtle, all things crochet for me. Big twist, baby bear.
Now, is this the same turtle that you've been making lots of, or is this a new turtle?
This is a new turtle.
This is a new turtle. Okay.
As you can see, look at his cute little flippers.
These are really cute little flippers. They're really chunky little flippers. I
Yeah,
love them.
They are like little half moons.
I love them.
They're
so squishy.
Yeah, instead of like little round nubbins. So I am advancing my crochet skills.
Love it.
Noise.
Fantastic.
I am learning new.
A plus.
Yes, thank you.
Did you finish the Bananasaurus?
Oh yes, I finished the Bananasaurus.
I was gonna say there's no Bananasaurus
Yes.
here. All right.
He is done.
Cool.
He is currently hanging out in my car because I'm waiting to send it somewhere because I am too lazy to get down to the post office before it closes.
Fair.
But it will go somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Off to its new home.
Off to a new home.
Very good.
I'm not telling them that they're getting it. Just
It's gonna be a surprise.
Yep. He's gonna open it and he's gonna be like, "Oh, Andrea got me. Andrea made me this."
Love it.
Please don't ever call me that, though. I'm sorry. That was a slip on my part.
You played yourself.
Do not full name me.
Tina?
As you may recall, I finished my Franken Cocoa beanie thing last episode.
On the air.
On the air, you did.
I did. And while I was in Portugal, I was working actually on the that spider shawl that we were supposed to.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
So I'm actually a lot farther on that,
Yay.
but I can't do that while talking.
No.
So
That's fair.
So
That's a complicated
I
one.
brought back the beanie that I forgot about when I saw the Coco Franken beanie, and that one is the Northward beanie.
Oh,
And
that's a tin can knits, isn't it?
It is by Tin Can Knits, and this one is made with, the yarn is by Sugar Makeable Fibers in the colorway Sugar Maple, and it's a single ply bulky.
It's beautiful.
It's a
Thank
very
you.
pretty orange.
Yeah,
It looks like fall.
You know, I'm ready. I'm ready, guys.
I'm ready.
No,
I am also
not.
ready for
No.
fall. I am ready for it to at least not be this humid.
I am ready for that, but I'm not ready for fall.
I don't like walking outside into soup.
No, ma'am.
I am enjoying the break from like kid activities in general, because like right now their schedule is like pretty much nothing, which is awesome. So I'm not chauffeuring as much.
Yeah.
Fair.
But yeah, man, a crisp fall morning would be really nice right now.
I'm gonna be the lone voice of dissent. I am not ready yet. I would love some cool air, but I'm not enough to want to rush it.
Maybe we'll have like a cold spell.
A cold snap instead of all these heat waves.
Oh, God.
Jess, what we got?
I'm still working on the catnip pullover because I'm awful this year. But hey, I got like 3 more rows done.
Yep, you did. And you're
Yep.
almost done with the cats.
I'm almost done with the cats. I don't know if that's gonna make it better or worse. I'm still plugging along on that, and when I'm working on it, it's going pretty fast. But it's also summer, and my hands are sweaty, and it's hard.
Isn't it though?
I did start a crochet fish.
You did?
I did.
Where was I?
Where is it now?
Where is it?
Next to my chair somewhere. I dropped it, and I haven't.
I have not seen this fish at all.
I haven't dug it out. I found an old. I think it was worsted weight, and I think it might have been in old school Copper Dragon. I don't know. I found all this yarn next to my chair, and I had my crochet hook. I can't remember why I had the crochet hook. So I started it. Then I realized that the eyes that I have are smaller than I want them to be.
No.
Yeah, no, it's going to happen.
No.
It's
We don't need any more eyes.
I do. Mine are too small. I want them bigger.
Oh my God.
Which is why I also now have a box of eyes.
Oh.
See?
When you've lost them 3 or 4 times, then I will ask Frank if he understands my pain.
But
we will. Time will
listen,
tell if that will
If
happen.
you keep losing the box of eyes.
Yeah.
As how many times have you lost the box?
Oh,
of
I don't
eyes
know.
at
They're
this
lost
point?
right now because I
she
can't
doesn't know
remember where
they
I
are.
put them.
So how do you know you don't have the right size? You
Because,
don't know.
Yes, I do, because I
No.
found them when I started the fish, and then I put them back where I found them, but now I can't remember where I found
can't do
them.
this anymore.
They're in the basement somewhere.
I can't do this anymore.
There were noses too. I forgot.
I do
I
remember
got
that.
cat
Oh,
noses.
can I have a nose?
Yeah, I, can,
have a
when I
hot
find
tip.
them, I will
Hot
get you a nose.
tip. Maybe we put the eyes in the same place every single time.
I know.
Holy crap.
I should do.
I know
that.
that's hard with ADHD because I can't do that either sometimes.
Can you just give me the eyes and
But,
I
like,
will
give
put
it a
them
house.
away?
Give
That's
it a
fair.
house. Give it a little house where it lives.
Oh, I can get a special box for them.
there you
Oh,
go.
great.
They
Because
are.
you don't have enough special boxes
Maybe
around.
I already have a box.
She will remember the box.
I might have
you
an
can
empty
put them
box
in your jewelry box, dude. That you don't use for jewelry.
I could, but it's a cool jewelry box.
Yeah.
For
And-
eyes.
For
Yeah. See, look
eyes.
at that. I solved the problem.
Oh, I can, because they're the safety eyes, so they can go in the ring section in the little like ring
Great.
holes.
Perfect. We have solved the problem.
Sweet. I'm gonna buy some eyes.
No. We have not solved the problem, apparently.
I still need bigger eyes.
I really love that we've been doing this for 4 years, and this is just an ongoing theme of the show is Jess can't find the eyes.
Listen.
the marital problems.
But yeah,
between
once I
you two
find them, I will
involving
get
eyes.
you
Involving the eyes. Hey, there's no marital problems.
I'm kidding,
It's just
I'm kidding.
more
I
the
wanna
like.
say I have
It's the
black
ongoing
bear
spat.
noses and pink cat noses, but I'll have to check and I will let you see them.
You know
and
what the
give
marital
some.
problem was? The day she dropped all the beads on the kitchen floor. That was the
I'm
marital
still finding
problem.
some.
She's still finding them.
I thought I
This
vacuumed
floor
them
has
all
been
up.
vacuumed. It's been swept. That was the
Listen,
marital problem.
if the worst thing that you're arguing about is eyes and beads on the floor,
It's true.
you're doing pretty good.
It's true. We're doing all right.
Doing pretty good.
We're doing okay.
Just saying.
The beads are forever.
It's like glitter. It's literally like glitter. Like you think you got them all, you didn't get them all.
You did not.
No, you didn't.
You can think that all you want.
Meg, what you doing?
So I am about halfway through the yoke on my Sayuri sweater. I have stopped because the pattern is really confusing. And I've read it about 3 times and I cannot figure out the next step. And Jess has promised to take a look at it at me. And she has promised me no less than 4 days this week that she would look at that pattern.
And then
she
I
still
keep
hasn't done
we
it.
keep doing other things.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
forgot.
So it is sitting in a bag until we take a look at it together and we figure it. Because honestly, guys, I'll be honest with you, my brain does not work that way sometimes. Like,
Well, especially not on summer vacation.
not on summer vacation. But this is my knitting time, though. This is when I do the fun stuff. So right now, last couple days, I've been working back to Winter Light by Meg Gadsby. I started this back in March. I'm determined to finish this. It's not a hard project. It's actually a really good one for watching TV and kind of zoning out because it's 4 repeats and they're pretty simple. And I am knitting it out of Fiber Optic Yarns Gradient in Texas Bluebonnets. And I am like in the blue now, which is super exciting.
it's
I'm
very
not
nice.
just hanging out in the...
Yeah, look
The blue is my favorite part of this skein. And it's going to get to
hold on.
this really gorgeous, like deep blue. So
That was a good project
I'm
for that
getting there.
yarn.
No, it is. I mean, this is not a yarn that needs a fancy project. It really just needs a simple project to really show it off. So that's where I'm at right now. So I'm determined to finish at least one project this year, please. This has not been my year for knitting. It really has not been.
Me neither.
You know what? It's you gotta just go with it when it comes.
Gotta make those turtles sometimes.
You know, I've tried crocheting this year, and I it's not really my thing either. So the turtles are so cute, and I love admiring them. But I don't know. As much as I look at that and I'm like, oh God, I want to do that. I want to crochet. Every time I do it, I'm like, I'm not enjoying myself with this. So I love watching other people crochet though. It's beautiful. And I love the way it looks knit up. Or not knit up, obviously crocheted up, but I love seeing the differences. Like when
Oh, you compare yarns?
yeah, well, compare like a knit project and a crochet project with the same yarn, especially if it's a like a speckle or a variegated.
Yeah.
It's amazing how differently those yarns look.
Yeah, because
knit versus crochet.
One yarn could be beautiful for knitting, but
and it just doesn't. It doesn't work, or it pools funny, and then you do a crochet pattern and it comes out totally different.
Or it looks good both ways, but different.
Yeah, good in different ways. So be sure to check out our website, pardonmystash.com, for more pictures, patterns, and yarns. So before we start today, we have a small announcement. As some of you may already be aware, we have had a sponsorship with Jimmy Bean's Wool for a while now. The company was recently brought out by a private equity firm, and the decision was made for us to end our partnership and amicably end it. So we are parting ways, and we'd like to thank Jimmy Bean's Wool for sponsoring us the past, I believe it's a year and a half. Going forward, what we would like to do on the podcast is give a special shout out to the people who have been donating to our podcast and helping to keep us afloat. So for the month of June, we would like to give a shout out to Sharon, Elizabeth, and Kara. Thank you guys so much for continuing to support us in all of our endeavors. And your contributions mean a lot to us. Thank you.
They really do.
Yeah, no, they do.
So for tonight's episode, we are going to talk about propaganda that we will not be buying. This is an Instagram trend that maybe you guys have seen, where somebody picks a topic and they say, this is the propaganda about this topic that we are not buying. That might sound political. It is not, because today we are going to be talking about crafting propaganda that we are not buying.
none of it.
Not
Today. As we always say on episodes like this, these are our unvarnished opinions. They do not have to be your opinions. You do not need to agree with us. We probably won't even all agree with each other.
That is certain.
Yeah,
we never
there may be some things. There may be some things, but that is, and it should in no way impact your own personal beliefs.
Nope.
We do not claim to be experts in any craft, and take our opinions with a grain of salt. This is how we feel as
Do your own research.
Yep,
Look into
as crafters. This is how we feel. So, what is? I open the floor. What is some propaganda about crafting that we are not buying?
That you have to block.
That's a good one. Like, that's a really good one. Would you care to elaborate?
I would love to elaborate.
All right.
Because a lot of times when you're hearing from people, okay, well, blocking's super important and it's a really important step and it's the final step. And if you don't do it, like, your thing sucks and blah, 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 blah. Well, I have to say, sometimes blocking is not important. Sometimes blocking doesn't actually make any sense for the project that you're working on. It does make sense for a lot of projects, like if you're working on a shawl or you're working on whatever. But
or like a sweater.
yeah.
And
it also depends on the type of fiber you're working with. Like if I'm making a shawl out of acrylic, I am not blocking it.
Well,
What do you want me to do?
fair.
I could block it.
wet the plastic.
Yeah, like
I
only
iron
say that-
blocked an acrylic scarf once.
well, good for you.
No,
No.
it melts.
I was gonna say that sounds like a bad plan.
that was my early days.
I was going to ask, did you
Oh.
have to buy a new iron?
No, because I did it on really low heat. It actually didn't melt it like that much. What it did was it actually like just flattened it. Like it just flattened it. And I was like, good enough. And I moved on with my life.
Congratulations.
I know.
I have never heard that story.
That's a good one. I saved it for now.
But yeah, I had made a, I think it was the French can shawl. I made that for my cousin.
Shawl. That's
Yeah,
a good shawl.
it was
It's not
made
blocked?
It's made in acrylic. I did not block that.
I would never have known.
But, like,
Meanwhile, I also made a French can.
which was not acrylic, and that definitely needed to be blocked.
Did it? Yeah.
It did.
Yeah. But the acrylic is kind of like it was already in place. Like it didn't really need to be shaped because it held its shape.
But that's the thing. Looking at your French can, and not knowing that it's acrylic, it looks so nice and even. I wouldn't have known that you didn't block it.
I'm just that good. No, no, it's just that like acrylic is one of those things that just kind of like where you set it is where it's going to be.
Right. It's not going to move. It's not going to bloom. Anywhere. It's not doing anything. So.
So yeah, I won't be buying into that propaganda.
I believe that.
Not all the time.
A solid start, man.
Like
I've
I've made blankets and I've put them through the wash and the dryer, which is scary, but but it covered in cat hair.
Right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't consider that blocking. I'm just
No.
just
Are you
washing.
pinning it?
No.
Then we're good.
No, yeah, I feel like it depends if you like the look. I mean, if you're worried about the look and you think it looks weird, try blocking it. But if you're not worried about the look and you think it looks, dude, I don't think I've blocked a hat. That's not true. I blocked one hat.
So the other thing too, with if you have a super wash garment and you wash it, you may be having to block it every single time.
Yeah,
like I noticed that with the wedding shawl that you made me. Because that is made out of superwash. And when you first blocked it, it held this big, beautiful block, but it has gradually shrunk over time. And I haven't washed it.
It's squeezed back
But
up.
over time, it kind of sprung back to where it was.
Because I was looking at
it's smaller now.
when we moved it, and then I was looking at pictures. I'm like, no, this definitely like shrank. Like
no, it did. It did. It kind of like squeezed back into itself. So
That's a little weird. Usually things stretch out.
Yeah, you'd think.
well, I don't wear it that often.
Yeah,
I think I've only worn it twice. I wore it to our wedding and I wore it to Rhinebeck, and I'm pretty sure that's it. So it's been folded up and in a box. But yeah, when I've taken it out, I'm like, man, I remember this being a whole lot bigger. Like it used to come down past my butt. It doesn't do that anymore. It shrank. Yeah, it's weird. But again, as with all knitting, your mileage may vary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I with that Franken Cocoa beanie, I almost purposely made it too small because I was going to use blocking to make it the right size.
And it's Rios.
And now it's perfect.
And Rios is
perfect fit. But yeah, it like I've definitely made hats where I'm like, no. The original cocoa bean I made in the Less Traveled.
Yep.
I didn't block that. And it's still too big.
I didn't block mine either because I forget. Did you block yours and it stretched? Because we all made it with the same yarn.
I did block mine, but I knit much tighter than you do.
Right.
And when I blocked mine, yes, it grew, but it grew to a perfect size.
I remember you saying this yarn really stretches. And when you said that, I was like, this hat fits me perfectly. I'm not going to block it.
Well, we're both very loosey-goosey. Mm-hmm. So if Dre's knitting
learned
tight,
the lesson, and I was not about to block it at that point. Mine was actually already a little bit loose on my head. So nope.
I did not block it, and it is so big on my head. And I have a big head.
Yeah, it is what it is, man.
Sometimes I throw it in the dryer just to shrink it back down.
Yeah,
honestly.
You gotta.
And and it does. It'll bring it back down, and then like I'll wear it like, I don't know, 20 times, and then all of a sudden it starts going...
It starts to stretch again. Yep. Yeah. Other propaganda we are not buying.
You can only do cool projects with nice yarns.
Yeah, that is incorrect.
Yeah.
If you like a yarn, do whatever you want with that. I have jellyfish out of really nice yarn.
I love those jellyfish. And I actually really want to know what pattern you use because I want to mix
Cindy,
them.
I'm pretty sure it's from Crafty Intentions, and you just look up Crafty Intentions jellyfish, and it'll pop up.
But honestly, options. Just an extension of that thought that any yarn is supposed to only do a thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Or that you need to save your best yarns for really good projects.
But here's the thing. If you save your yarn until you find the most epic project for that specific yarn, you are never going to knit it.
Because you're going to psych yourself out.
You are. Yep. You will never find the right project.
No. And you got to... Dude, my first scarves, my first like garter stitch scarves were made out of hand-dyed yarn from my friend Joy. I loved her yarn.
Oh, yeah.
I bought her yarn and I supported her small business and I loved it. And they're garter stitch scarves and they are the most garbage knit ever. But you know what? They are gorgeous because the yarn makes the scarf. And I don't feel bad about that.
Oh, man.
I knitted with some nice stuff, and I knitted,
Like, I got a really nice fade set from Fiber Optics that I made my kid a dragon for.
Yeah, she did.
Congratulations.
Like, he's cute.
And that's the thing is that you'll get people that'll say like, oh no, that's a dumb thing to do. Like, don't make like such a simple project with such a expensive yarn. Nah, man.
Do whatever you want.
Or by the same token, don't make that crazy gorgeous sweater out of cheap yarn.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, do
you
it.
make it out of what you want.
I mean, just make sure you like it.
I
Yeah.
would just like to preface that the blue ribbon that I won for my daughter's sweater is all acrylic. So
Yeah, see?
Exactly.
What is it that Meg says? Find your joy.
Find your joy.
Yep.
No, it is. It's a ridiculous idea that you shouldn't make
Well, because
heirloom things out of cheap yarn.
you see a really nice yarn and you finally want to buy it, but then it's like, oh, I don't know what project, because maybe you don't do sweaters, you don't do shawls, maybe all you do is like, make a bananasaurus. We'll make that bananasaurus out of silk, okay? That's awesome. That's going to be a shiny bananasaurus.
I am not going to do that. But I mean,
But you do
somebody
that.
could.
It's silly to have that notion, especially because there are so many older generations that made heirloom garments out of what was available, and especially in 70s, 80s, like acrylic was popular.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
And
you could wash it.
I have beautiful blankets and Afghans from literally like my husband's great grandmother out of acrylic. But guess what? I'm keeping it.
That-
No.
And it's an heirloom. And I find
Well,
it's
you've
still
got
beautiful
some
to me.
too.
I have 2 Afghans that my grandmother knitted, and she exclusively knit with Red Heart because, in her opinion, why spend more money when this was perfectly good and
Right.
washable
Yeah.
and cheap and readily available everywhere? And I treasure those. I treasure those Afghans.
Yeah.
Like,
Especially with like a blanket though. Like you're not going to make, like, you can. You
Sure.
can.
Sure.
You can make
If
a
you want to.
blanket out of $32 skein, superwash merino. Like, go live your best life.
Mm-hmm.
But reasonably speaking, like, that's kind of unrealistic for a lot of people's budgets.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you're gonna go with something that's a little bit more durable, a little bit cheaper, And I feel the same way about kid sweaters. I will never make a nice kid sweater. Absolutely not. Like, nice yarn kid sweater is what I mean.
Well, they're going to grow out of it, or they're not going to take care of
Well,
it.
Joe already grew out of the sweater I got
they grow
the
really
thing
fast.
for.
Yeah.
And she like wears it.
She does.
And it's worn.
well,
and
you
that's
want
okay.
yarn that's going to be able to take a beating.
Right.
Yeah.
And it is. It's like you don't want to put a sweater on a child and say like, okay, don't move.
This is my child that's
Like, I want you to play in it. I want you to
Yeah.
like wearing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in other senses, you know what? Like, I have some really good hedgehog yarns that are like speckled and amazing and awesome, and I can't think of a garment I want with it, but it looks awesome as a beta fish. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Right. And maybe that yarn wants to be a beta fish.
Maybe
You
it
don't know.
does. Maybe it wants something fishy made from.
Maybe
Yeah.
it had
don't
fish
know.
dreams. You don't know.
Yeah.
I had fiber optic yarn that someone asked me for a commission for, and I knew that the yarn was perfect for what she was looking for. She was asking me for a specific type of like color mix, and I was like, I have that, and it's in a fiber optic like $32 skein of yarn, and I was just like, nah, I'll do it, and I made it, and I sold it to her, and it was a basic like ear warmer. But
Hey.
guess what?
Hey.
She
Looks great.
loves that
Yeah.
ear warmer.
right.
Handmade gifts are always appreciated.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Where's the barf button? Hold
Yeah.
on.
That is wrong.
That is propaganda we're not buying.
No. Like, there is nothing more disappointing than spending a lot of time on something and then giving it to somebody thinking that they're going to love it, and then they don't. And they're like, oh, well, thank you. Anyway.
Yeah, and I think there's also like I know I did it when I first started crafting. You get newbies like myself that are like, oh my god, I'm gonna save so much money on Christmas gifts, and it's like, so then
Nope.
you start knitting scarves for people that don't wear scarves. I have learned over time, for example, that it doesn't matter what I knit for Jess, she's not gonna wear it. Like, she'll treasure it, she'll put it aside, she will love it, but she's not gonna wear it. So I'm not gonna knit for her. And that's not me being mad or stalking off or like pouting that, oh, you don't like what I make you. It's just she's not going to use it.
Yeah.
So, you know, also assuming when you get into the craft that everyone's going to love what you're making, you know, if you're knitting a hat for somebody that you have never seen wear a hat in their life.
Yeah.
You know, you're excited and that's great.
Well,
but
also,
they may not be.
You do have a lot of people that really don't understand the difference between the blanket you gave them and the blanket they got at like Walmart for $5. Like,
Yeah, that was going to be like my thought process after what you said was basically like the idea that people appreciate the time and effort that you put into.
Right.
Because they'll, you know, like you said, Jess, like people are just like, well, I could buy the same blanket at Walmart for $8. And I'm like, go live your best life and go buy that.
Go buy that blanket for $8.
Because this blanket in materials alone is going to be $210.
Yeah.
and of course you have the people that do understand, or you maybe don't understand, but still love the fact that you made them something. But it's like, but don't expect that to be everybody. That's not true.
It is not everybody.
Not everybody.
Right. And especially if that person's not any sort of crafter themselves and they don't understand, like, this is my time, my love, my effort, my money that I've put in for you.
Not to say that only crafters
Nope,
would
not at all.
appreciate a handmade gift, but you are more likely to have a crafter appreciate a handmade gift.
Mm-hmm. And yeah. And it's you're kind of setting the stage for disappointment on both sides. Their side because they don't know how to respond, or maybe they don't know how to respond and they don't care that their response is hurting your feelings, or and yourself for, I was so pumped to give you this gift and
now-
that was a lukewarm response and I am sad now.
Now I feel like garbage.
And it's tough.
The idea that you have to knit multiple different categories of items to become a prolific knitter.
Oh, yeah.
Wrong.
Same with crochet.
Wrong.
Propaganda we're not buying.
No.
Not buying it.
Listen, I know people who make fantastic one item things. That's the only thing they make. I mean, your sister's one of them. She makes
Her
great
1x1
scarves.
ribs. Yeah, and they're very nice and even and long and thick and warm.
But that doesn't make...
But that's all she wants to do.
And that's okay.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
she doesn't have to make a sweater and a cowl and a shawl and a... Like, if she doesn't want to. Like,
Nope.
that's fine.
No.
It doesn't make her any less skilled
No.
of a knitter.
No. And the thing is, it's the other thing too is like she's made hats, she's made a cowl. She doesn't like to do that because she can't just sit down and watch TV while she does it. She has to actually focus and pay attention to a pattern, and she doesn't want to do that. And that is also fine. Like,
Yep.
you should be crafting in a way that
You enjoy it.
serves you because this is a hobby. And we're not winning any races here. We are literally supposed to be enjoying ourselves. And if your hobby's making you miserable, don't do your hobby.
Guys, if you're crafting, you're doing it. That's it.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You got there.
You did a knit stitch. You're a knitter. There you go.
Yeah.
Congrats. High five.
You did it.
There's really no other requirement.
No.
No.
Like, is there levels? Sure. Is there skill levels? Sure. Like, in terms of, like, you know, oh, this person knows how to do ABC stitch.
Guys, your
But, like-
knitting can be all works in progress.
Yeah.
But you're actually doing the part that makes you a knitter. So
Listen, I
Or
feel that
crafter
in
in
my
general.
soul as someone with 15 works in progress.
Listen, I have two and I feel the same way.
I got one.
You always have one though.
No, but like if it was based on like finished objects I just have
Right.
laying around, I'm not a knitter because I have nothing.
And I think that's
like nothing.
another propaganda we're not buying is that quantity does not automatically make you a better knitter.
Yeah.
Neither does like a like being, well, you just kind of said like the quality or the skill of your knitwear doesn't make you a better knitter, but neither does I cranked out 30 garments this year. I'm king of the knitters. Like, that's not a thing. We're not working towards a title here.
Well, I am.
Well, here you go. You can have it.
Wait, can we get achievements in this game?
No.
Because
Oh man, I want
will-
achievements.
I want to grind
No.
for the achievements.
This is not-
Is
You
it
know
old
what?
lady level grinding?
You know
coming
what?
back
I
out?
feel like on a subsequent episode, we should come up with an achievement system. Okay.
No,
That's just for fun.
Okay, no. If you have more than 15 works in process, you become a WIP Master.
Oh, we should have like badges, like Girl Scouts, Girl Scout badges.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to be a whip master.
WIP Master.
Girl, you are the whip master.
The original WIP Master.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I'm going to make a lot of money off of unsuspecting gentlemen. Okay.
Wow.
Do you want to see a picture of my whips and then just send them bags?
They'll be like, "Hi, I hear you have many whips." I'm like, "I do. Would you like to see them? Here they are." Thank you for your time and your
$5, I'll show you.
and thank you for the $500. I don't know what you're expecting, but here are pictures of my whips.
Oh my god. I'm down for the merit badges though.
Yes.
But the point still stands. There is no like you're never going to reach the pinnacle of knitting. You're not going to be the best knitter in the world if you accomplish X, Y, and Z. Like
yeah.
this isn't a race or a competition.
Even like I know that there's ways that you can get through. I'm not gonna. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but there's a way to get like almost like a certification that you're a fantastic
like a
knitter.
master knitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, those exist.
Yeah.
But what people don't understand is like there's no like single body of like who is the master knitter guild of the universe.
Right.
Yeah.
So like when
You're in
you
that
go,
tradition.
yeah, when you go and you want to like get one of those certifications, it's through that particular entity that's offering them. Like it's not necessarily like
A universal.
yeah, it's not like, oh, well, you know, in the United States we have the like the Master Knitter Award that you have to go
Yeah.
through the US Secretary of State office. Like that doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's almost it's like different traditions, different crafts, different
Right.
whatever. Like yeah, you are a master in this. Like I almost thinking of it like different degree certifications.
Yeah,
like in different
yeah.
programs. Like according to these regulations, you are a master. But maybe if you go to this school, you don't meet the criteria. Like you got to do a whole other thing.
Yeah, like certain schools are weighed heavier because they're more
Right,
difficult
or they have a
whatever.
focus on something else, or
Right.
things like that. So yeah, but there is not like
I feel like the
one
only
standard
reason
achievement.
that the master knitter certification is only necessary if you're going to like make a business out of teaching other people and you want like
You
that
want
kind
some
of
sort of.
yeah.
Hey, I have actually like gone.
Well,
in
it
front
gives
of
you the
other
credentials.
people.
Yes.
Yeah, it gives you
Yes.
if you're going to need credentials for.
I'm not the only one saying I'm awesome. Other people also concede that I am.
well, and
cool.
and this isn't just me walking in and saying I know X, Y, Z, and this is good and this is not. Like,
Wait,
yeah,
can in that theory though, if every entity could make a master knitter crocheter certification, why can't we have our own?
probably could.
Pardon my stash, master crafter.
I am not running that
badge.
workshop, okay?
No.
No. Your dad. There's no workshop. You literally just put in your email, and I send you a certificate with your name on it that says you win.
You're a knitter. Yeah.
Chris.
You are a knitter. Congratulations.
But
As
yeah.
far as I'm concerned, I don't need somebody else to tell me that I'm good at my hobby.
Yeah.
Well, right, and if it is a hobby and
Yeah.
it's not a business, but that's another thing too is that if you're going to be striving to improve, you should be striving to improve for your own purposes, whatever those purposes may be, not because you're going to be the best, because there is no best. There never will be. So, do what you want. Don't torture yourself making garments or working with yarns that you hate.
I want to be the very best.
Is catching them all different?
Gotta
kinds of
craft 'em
yarns?
all.
Gotta
Gotta
craft
craft
them
'em
all. Oh.
Yeah, I don't want to do that because I feel like I'm going to have to like make a lace weight project and that's
Make some noops.
no.
Gotta
Absolutely
craft
not.
'em all.
Pass.
Nope.
You can make it's just called a noop, and it's a Pokemon type thing, but it's like a noop.
It's just a nope.
It's just a nope.
Pitch it to Pokemon.
It's a ghost type.
It's
It's a
and,
ghost
and one of its moves is astonish because you
Yes!
you go oh no guys that's a legit move.
Hey,
I
also
feel like a
use
really proud
confusion.
Pokemon nerd. Confusion.
It was super effective.
It was super
Oh my god.
I've been playing Pokemon Violet lately, so
That makes sense.
Yeah. There's a lot of Pokemon terms going through my head right now.
That makes sense.
Well, I had a lot of time on vacation to sit
Hey,
and actually play my video games, so that was nice. I know I think I'm like 3 years behind because I think that thing came out like a long time ago, but I'm catching them all right now.
Yeah, gotta catch them.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Neither knitting nor crochet is actually harder. Ooh. You just learned the other one first.
Yeah.
I think there is so much back and forth over which is harder, which is more complicated. And I really do believe it just boils down to whatever you started with.
Yep.
You will initially be more comfortable with, just like everything else in life. And you may get to the point where you're more comfortable with the other or you're equally comfortable. But I feel like so much of the moving into the bicraftual territory gets shut down by, I couldn't do that. That's so much harder.
I'm not going to lie. I have actively been crocheting for several months now. Mm-hmm. And I still will sit here and be like, crochet, that's such a cool pattern. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah. And it is.
But you do.
But I do.
You do.
And I'm
Kinda
doing it pretty good.
But it's hard. It's hard to kind of break that mentality, because when you first look at it, whichever one you start with, you start with crochet and you look at knitting, you're like, I could never do 2 needles. I work with 1 hook. Or on the flip side, I look at crochet, or I did now. I know the rough way to crochet, but I'm still I look at a crochet pattern. I'm like, oh, okay, no, I have no
Okay,
idea
to be
what that
fair,
is.
pattern wise, crochet can be ridiculous looking if you're just looking at a
chart.
a chart.
Yeah,
I am
crochet charts are
only
wild.
looking at crochet patterns that are written out.
That's
because
fair.
Right
I
now.
am not.
Right now, but you will probably graduate eventually to the chart.
Listen, the
Over time.
charts are
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
They're hieroglyphics.
They
No,
look it.
here's the thing
but-
though too. My the blanket that I'm working on, quote unquote, that I took a break on. So they have it written and charted. And for some of the things, the chart actually goes a little faster for me because I could just look at it and I know exactly where I am. And the written, I keep forgetting what line I'm on. And then there are parts where I'm like, I don't know what they're telling me to do in this thing. I think I know, but then I'll read the directions. And I'm like, no, I read that wrong. I have no idea. So I like both. both is good.
That's how I feel about knitting patterns too. So maybe I'll get to charts. We're not going to get ahead of ourselves, but
I remember
maybe
a time in 2008 when the words left your mouth, the immortal words of, I think I'm just going to be a scarf knitter.
Oh yeah,
I remember
did.
that day.
And it was garter stitch scarves
All the way.
Oh yeah,
For a year.
I was real happy doing that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then when you decided that you wanted to try something else, you got comfortable doing other stuff. I believe you will get to charts. I think you will. I think it's just a matter of getting comfortable and being ready to do it.
Do we think we're going to get to the point where I can say that I know how to crochet?
You know how to crochet now.
I know, but I don't believe that.
Well, I think you will
That's
get there.
fair.
I think you're
I think
gaslighting
you
yourself.
will get there. I
Absolutely.
I think you are falling for some propaganda that you need to somehow reach some pinnacle of crochet before you can say that you crochet. But I've seen the turtles. You can crochet.
I do like the
You've made a
turtles.
lot of turtles. You made that bunny. You made a
Bananasaurus.
bananasaurus. I think you're at a point. I think the minute that you started making something, you were crocheting. I think you can say you can crochet. But
I'll work
it's my
on that.
opinion. It's not, you got to be you. You got to do you.
I'll work on that. I do talk to my therapist tomorrow. So
Well, maybe that's also propaganda we're not falling for.
therapy?
No. Never. No. Again,
I was gonna say I love my therapist.
no. The idea
Wow.
that again that there is a level we have to reach before we can say I'm good enough to call myself this.
Yeah, you brought that back around. Yeah,
I did.
yeah.
I did bring that back around.
That's true.
Look at that. Magic.
I think I have an unpopular one.
All right, fire away.
fiber festivals are worth it.
Why would you think it's I'm getting so thrown off.
Well, because the propaganda is.
So you say they're not worth it.
I don't think they're worth it for everybody.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
that's fair.
That's very fair.
And there's times where I'm like, especially recently when we've gone to Rhinebeck and I've gone, there's nothing for me here.
Yeah.
Because I've seen the same vendors. I don't want to buy any more yarn because I'm at a point where I'm like not trying to buy any. I'm not a huge socializing person, so
Yeah.
I'm not
And
going
it is
to.
a lot of people.
It's a lot of people.
Yeah.
I like it when we meet up with our folks.
Yes.
But like outside of that, I'm just like, get me out of this crowd.
Yeah. Well, we also went on Saturday last year, and that was
Yeah, that's
brutal.
right.
Yeah, but I think there's something to say for like, I've heard people say like if you haven't gone to like a Fiber Fest, you're like missing out, and I don't think that's necessarily true.
No.
I don't think that's true.
Well,
If this is what I'll say, it gives you in-person access to vendors that you otherwise might only see online.
right.
So that's nice. But if
I also think that it gives you in-person access to people that you have only met online.
correct, and it has, if you want to do workshops and all that kind of stuff, awesome.
Yeah.
But every single one of those things can be done outside of a Fiber
Yep.
Fest. You
Right.
can meet up with people that you've met online and
That's
set up
true.
a private meet.
Yeah.
You can go see some of these vendors if they have a pop-up at a store or if they have their own store or whatever. And you also, in terms of workshops and stuff, plenty of local yarn stores provide that.
Right.
So I don't think it's if you want to go to one, I think that's fine, but I don't think there's necessarily a rite of passage of which you have to do it or that anybody's missing out in doing so.
Well, I also think if you want to go to one, that's awesome. Find one you want to go to, and you know what? You aren't required to go to one every year or every
Right,
time it
right.
pops up.
That's
like
true.
you can go to that one time that you've always wanted to go with and make a big deal of it, and then you don't have to go again. And again, if none of that appeals to you, if you're fine. You can just go get yarn wherever you get yarn and have fun with your local knitting circle or like it's not for everyone, and that is fair. It doesn't make you less of a fiber person.
I was having a conversation yesterday with a mom of one of my kids' friends when they were having a play date, and we were talking about going to New York to Broadway and talking about the fact that like we in the Northeast sometimes don't realize like how privileged we are to live so close. That people across the country or across the world may go see one Broadway show their whole lives. Whereas if you live in Connecticut, you are maybe 30 minutes from the train station, 2-hour drive into New York, and you can go for a day trip. Like this is no big deal. So it's really privileged and kind of, insensitive and mean to treat people like, oh, you've never had that experience. Like that's not an experience that's open to everybody. So to kind of be like, you've never been to Rhinebeck, like we're a day trip to Rhinebeck. We can go anytime.
But we wouldn't be there if we were in California.
No, we would never have
No.
gone. And that
Yeah.
kind of privilege is of location is not open to everybody, and so they kind of it's snobby to be like, well, you haven't had this experience, and that somehow makes you less.
Or
You're
in
lacking in your crafting life.
Or
Yeah.
in general, going to any of the major ones because there's a lot now. There's
Right.
a lot more
There's a
options
lot of
now.
Fiber
There's a lot of
Fests.
West Coast ones that are
Yeah.
out there that will probably never. I probably won't ever go to
No.
unless for some reason I have a friend that lives out there and I happen to be there the weekend they're
Yeah.
doing
Right.
it. But like, it's not.
You're not flying out there for it.
No.
It's not a bucket list.
No.
And it's not, and again, it's not because I think those things, I'm not saying naysaying them. I'm just saying that if you enjoy the extroverted social aspect of being at a festival in general, so like if you like, a lot of crowds and seeing in-person things like workshops and like people spinning and like you want to meet your vendors face to face, like, yeah.
Heck yeah, it's a good time.
I think of it too as like you know, I maybe I'm embarrassing myself by bringing this up, but in the pro wrestling community, there's an opportunity to go to Fanatics Fest where you can go and meet all your wrestlers.
And it's real close to us.
I will never go to that.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
No.
I would love to meet some people.
Yes.
But like not
No.
like that.
But
'Cause
it
it
not your thing.
sounds overwhelming
Yeah.
and exhausting, and I just no.
It's
absolutely
a
not.
lot of people.
It's in New York, I think.
It
so,
is.
Yeah, it's not that
not
far.
far.
It's not.
But-
I had toyed with the notion of going to meet the Miz and ask him if he remembered my brother.
Oh my god.
It's a cool story. I will share it if you would like it. You can DM me anytime. But then I said, I don't want to go for like a joke notion.
Right.
That is way too much stimulation for me to do for like a little bit of joy.
It's a lot of input for
It's
very
also an
little.
expense.
Yeah,
That's
And it's
that's how I feel
expensive.
about every single live music experience
Yeah.
at this
Yeah.
point in my life.
Yep.
I'm not going to have fun. Like I may be excited for it, and I'm going to get there and be like, I have regrets. I don't want to be here anymore.
I made
Frank
decisions.
asked
I'm
if
not
we
a
could go to
concert person.
Coachella, and I'm like,
Whoa, that escalated quickly.
he has been to Coachella
Has
with
he
his
really?
sister. He has.
I could see that. I could see Frank at Coachella.
Will you be allowed to be in a room with no noise?
was gonna
with
say.
headphones and a blanket.
I will go to the
Lord.
area, and I will do my thing.
Yeah, like
Yes.
I
You
You
yeah.
guys
Fly
have
out
fun.
there.
I'll chill in the hotel.
I'll chill in the hotel.
He can go do that.
So related to that, one time when we were in North Carolina, I really liked the band Bad Wolves, Bad Wolves, and like they were playing as like an opener for somebody else. Like I can't remember who the other band was, but somebody who is a lot more famous than them. It was some kind of 2000s alternative band. I can't remember at the top of my head. That's how much I didn't care about the headliner. And I said to Pat, I was like, you know what? The tickets are really cheap. Can we just go and just see Bad Wolves? And then we can leave. And he's like, oh yeah, that sounds great. So like we went, we had great seats. We were like right up towards like maybe fifth row or something like that on the side. We saw Bad Wolves play. Their set lasted about 45 minutes. And like the whole show was like 3 hours long. And then as soon as they were done, we were like, okay. And
We're
so
all
we
set.
started walking out, and the security people are looking at us like, wait, there's still show. And we're like, oh no, we saw who we wanted to see. We're good.
yeah.
And we just continued. They look so dumbfounded. I was like,
like, hey, we're trying to beat the traffic.
yeah, we're good. We're good. We just wanted
We're
to
really
see Bad
beating
Wolves.
the
We're good.
traffic.
But yeah, because like at the end of the day,
Well, that's what you want to do.
Only because the tickets were reasonable. They were like $30 a person. Like it was so reasonable.
So what we're really trying to say is the level of participation that you want to have is acceptable.
Correct.
Right. And
Yeah.
it doesn't make you any better than anybody else if you've gone. It doesn't make you any better if you haven't gone. Like we're not talking about like reverse hipsterism of, well, I would never be so uncool as to go to a fiber festival. Nobody's saying
No, they
that.
are fun.
They are a lot of fun. Well, they can be. They
yeah.
can be a lot of fun. And if it's not your cup of tea, then it's not a lot of fun and you don't need to go. Like
Yeah.
it is totally up to you.
Or if you want to stick with like a local fiber festival that's a little bit smaller, like I know our
Oh, yeah.
Connecticut one's way smaller and it's a lot more reasonable if you're looking for like kind of a similar experience but in a toned down
Yeah, find your
fashion.
local one.
You know,
I love the local ones.
yeah. I mean, the big ones, yes. Are they an experience? Yes. Is it an experience that you will incredibly miss if you don't do it? No. You'll be okay.
Yeah.
You'll be okay.
Yeah. It doesn't make you morally superior if you go.
Crafting your own wardrobe will save you money.
It will not.
Oh,
It will not.
If anyone believes that,
Oh, it will
they're
not.
so misguided.
It will
People
not.
who believe that are not crafters.
I mean, making your own wardrobe, I mean, it's nice to be able to custom make your own sweaters. That's fantastic. But it's not saving you money. So the other side of the expense is your time.
Right.
Yeah.
It is your time. And are you willing to dedicate the amount of time that goes into creating and if you do, like, great. I couldn't find the dress that I wanted to wear to my graduation, so Jess and I made the exact one that I wanted when I graduated with
It
my
was a cute
MA.
dress.
I love that dress. I still have it. I'm so proud of it. It's got a ton of mistakes that I made.
But they're yours.
But you know what? You know what was so funny? As I was walking out of graduation, somebody asked me where I got it, and I said that we made it. And she was like, "Do you sell it?" And I laughed so hard. I was like, "If you could see the
That is
inside
so
of this
sweet.
dress, you would know." I did. I said, "You are so sweet." But if you could see the seams on this thing, you would know why I would never do that.
No, yeah.
It had lining.
Did it? Oh,
It
yeah,
has
we
a-
did
it
line.
has a satin
We did
lining.
line.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
That's right.
But yeah, like it definitely did not save me money, and it certainly did not save me time. It took us 2 months to make that dress. So yeah, you're putting in a lot.
Paid patterns are better than freed patterns.
Oh
Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
that's a tough one, because that's the thing. I've had paid patterns that I'm like, you did not vet this, you did not have this checked.
I always think about those gloves that you made, Jess, with the
Oh
cardboard.
my god.
Yeah.
The fact that you paid money for that angers me so hard. Like,
If I knew it was just that, I'm like, dude, I could have made this myself.
It was just
I
the
got
chart,
graph
right?
paper. Yeah, it was just the chart.
It was just the chart, and they charged you like a lot.
Yeah.
It was an expensive pattern.
Yeah, it was pretty up there.
Yeah.
And I was like,
it wasn't
oh.
the full glove.
No,
right?
it was just the color work.
It was the color work, and they had a note in there of where you would put the thumb gusset.
wow.
But it was
How
not
generous.
like, but they also weren't advertising it as like, you know, warning, this is just a chart for
Right.
color work.
No,
I have no problem
they did it as
with that.
mittens.
Like if you say this is just a chart, you can whack this on like a hat or mittens or whatever the heck you want. But yeah, no, she really got
I mean, that's okay. But yeah, they didn't have anything about the cuff. They didn't have anything.
they didn't even
about,
tell you how many
like-
stitches to cast on. They told you
No.
nothing.
Like again, the mitten started, so you could guess from that, but most of those start with a ribbed cuff, which has a larger stitch count, and then you do a decrease row, and then you get into like the color work, and it didn't say if you did that or if you didn't do that,
Right.
or it didn't give you a cuff at all. It literally started at the mitten, and I was like, okay, like
That's not how mittens go.
but that's okay. I added my own spin to it and they came out great, but I was like, oh, okay, this is going to take me longer now because I have to adjust this.
Right, and nobody should assume that. Like, if I'm gonna pay for a pattern, like I expect to be told, you know, what I need to do. Please give me instructions. I paid
I
for this,
would like the instructions,
and I expect those instructions to be correct. If I've paid
or
for
clear,
it,
Yeah.
clear, correct. I expect that there's been some effort put into putting this pattern together, and it is correct.
I don't mind if there's mistakes as long as it's rectified.
Yeah,
Right? Is
That's-
there
So
a
if
errata?
I paid it and then I
Yeah.
say, hey, there's an issue here, I can't resolve it, and the designer comes back and says, oh my God, my B, here you go, here's the fix.
Right.
I'm still fine.
Oh,
But
yeah.
If you don't provide any errata and you're not doing anything else, like, oh, forget
Yeah,
that.
that's not
Forget
cool.
that.
no.
Forget that.
Yeah, so and sometimes free patterns. I'm like, oh my God, why is this free?
Yeah.
Like you put so much work into this.
Same note, you don't necessarily have to sell your patterns for money.
Yeah. Nope.
Some people do just
Some
like
people
putting
do
them
just
up.
like putting them up and sharing.
Yeah.
And you know what? Awesome to you guys.
Yeah.
Like
community effort.
The real
Guys, those octopus stuffies that I've been making, those free pattern.
yeah.
my little
Love it.
dragon keychains were free patterns.
Love it.
And honestly, sometimes like now, I know we talk about like know your worth, charge your worth, all that, but especially when you are starting out, I know when I started knitting, I wasn't about to buy any patterns
No.
because I didn't know if I could actually do it. I wanted to see the pattern before I started knitting it.
Yeah.
And that is a great way also to kind of get people to knit. And also it's like if they knit a pattern and they like it, they'll probably go back to you again and be more inclined to purchase your paid patterns because they know they like your stuff. They know you do good work.
Yeah, I like to do a mix. I have some free
Yeah.
and some paid. And the ones that are paid are the ones that were a pain in the butt.
But it's scary to buy a pattern when you don't know,
When you
you're
don't
not
know,
sure what
yeah.
you're doing. Like it is.
Or yeah, guys, sorry too. Like I don't trust any patterns without at least one picture.
Oh yeah.
Like
I want to see the
what?
Yeah.
Some
yeah,
patterns don't have pictures.
Yeah.
How do you know what you're making?
That's a good
You
question.
don't.
I mean, it might say in the specs.
it'll say in the
Yeah.
specs what it is.
Pattern.
Yes.
But like,
What a
Unless it's a
mystery.
mystery make along, which makes sense. But yeah, if it's just
but
a-
also like you should have at least one that you knit
yeah.
or crocheted. Like you should have done.
You should have something.
There should be something. And I've seen sweaters with like half a sleeve done. Sure, fine.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
you have knit enough of this to show me that I can
The
see
main
what the
portion
pattern
of
is
it
going to
is,
look
yeah.
like. But if there's nothing and I don't even see that you've done it, I'm going to be a little bit skeptical.
I did that with my scarf.
You knit enough scarf, though,
Enough scarf that you could
that
see
you
it.
could see what the and that's the thing with a scarf is it's the same pattern.
Yeah.
You did
so-
multiple pattern repeats. You could see, and that is I would think perfectly acceptable.
Yeah,
You can
it
see
was
what
fine.
it is.
Yeah.
And you also had test knitters that
I did.
finished it.
I did.
But throwing a pattern out there where there's nothing, there's no picture, there's no
Unless it's the mystery thing, like you were saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of people aren't buying mystery patterns from new designers that have never put anything out before.
That-
Like,
yeah,
they're
that's fair.
doing mystery patterns from people that they know and they like. And that is all the time we have for this episode. For additional content and opportunities to connect with the cast, be sure to check out our website, pardonmystash.com. And be sure to tune in next time for more fun, friends, and fiber at Pardon My Stash.